Hey, Grant here. Today I want to talk about gratitude and resentment. Yes. I'm sure I always talk about this. But I feel we do have a system amongst all of it, and it goes pretty much off of gratitude and resentment and how you live your life. Both are reward systems in a way, I will feel and say, because you will be resentful at some points, then hopefully you're practicing gratitude with every breath. But there's an occasion resentful that lies inside you because we are a slave to ourselves. So you have to master yourself, but you're also that slave as well. So there's always a plus one that sometimes seems to be resentful. But the thing is, you have to make sure you're at an absolute zero. You are the whole nucleus, right? So that means there's not a plus one, there's not a negative, it's just flows. And that's when you can tap into this beautiful source that people for millions and millions of years would speak of a God. It's true, it's real, it's there. It's my experience, okay? And what I realize is you have to be absolute present to have it. And what that takes is having that plus one of gratitude and foresight, if that makes sense. So you have to kill resentment, regardless of what it is. And what is resentment? It's just pretty much just bitter indignation of fucking always feeling that life has been unfair to you. Or there's always something holding you down. And if you can't get past any resentment in your life, you will not experience what it is to be fucking whole, to be all and dissolve and able to play as a character. There seems to be a rule in here where you are allowed to call out people's resentments because it's hindering their ability to be present and to enjoy the gift that they were born into, or they exist, or the story that they create. But however, they get stuck in these automative systems where it's like trauma, it's this that person is now the symbol for all. It's just not good for you if you want to experience the life you want. You want to experience flow, you want to experience great things and gratitude. If you even know what gratitude is, I mean, it's a reward system. Some people are all the way down to resentment floor. But the thing is, it's not a linear path. You can break down whatever's holding you back and actually express love and find trust in the human nature of what we are. And understand the other dark side of yourself. Right? A lot of things. The biggest thing I see with people with more gratitude is they openly admit they don't know. Like, they just accept everything. They see the whole picture, right? They're in the absolute. They're in that zero, and they're able to look around like a quantum computer, right? Where, let's say, most of the resentful people I see are the characters. When I say people, you're just a chalkboard for these identities, right? You're just these each persona has their pros and cons, and they're actually pretty predictable. And usually the ones who are the most resentful usually hold on to a truth they feel so strong about, or they, kind of like right now. I am speaking from my experience. I'm speaking my truth, and I feel so strong about it. But in someone else's eye, their truth is completely different than mine, and that's okay. But when it's not okay, it's when it's hurting themselves because they're being resentful for themselves for not accepting some sort of bit of information that's inside them. Like, I don't have to tell them anything. They have their own answers inside them that they just refuse to partake or dance or understand or find the gratitude in those situations, find the grateful accountability that has happened in those moments instead of blaming, try and always be right. It's just, you don't want to become meek. That's what it is. If you are so down and resentful, you become meek. And you slow down the progress of people who are trying to better themselves. You're an anchor. And as much as people love you and they have gratitude for you and they want the best for you, they can only take so much because it's a gaming system. So everyone's trying to get into this absolute bubble. It's like the sperm into the egg. Everyone's trying to get new life. They want to experience new things. But if you're fucking, you should do it there like that, you know what you're doing. You're holding people back because you're resentful towards yourself. If you're not resentful towards yourself, you won't be resentful towards others. My goodness. And it's an oxymoron. It always flips and flops. But you need to know the balance of it. And you'll see a big difference in your life. And accepting that nothing's absolutely true, right? So when someone comes to you with a point of view, know how you're going to get more gratitude. If you're like, oh my God, this person has this little meat puppet has its own ideas and thoughts and experiences that I can learn from. I may never climbed a mountain, but this person climbed a mountain, so they probably have some weird things to let me know, see if I can remember somewhere's in my memory bank that if I've ever climbed a mountain. Oh, maybe I have climbed a mountain, but in a different sense. Like, this is the true information in the network that we need to be talking. We need to speak with gratitude and wanting to receive and give, because we have to remain absolute, right? Our words for currency. Not take, because I can't fix myself. You know, you'll be meek. And if everyone finds their power, you're going to be left in the dust and you're going to be a memory that'll be forgotten. So, better yourselves to better others. Don't bring them down. Don't slow them down. Don't become meek. Motherfucking meek. I'll put it this way. Life is unfairly fair, meaning nothing is equal. But for you... God damn. These things always sound so mean. Alright. I'm reading. I can't read my own shit. Life is unfairly fair, meaning nothing is equal, but you are in the same game. Figure it out, okay? Nothing is equal. The equality thing we have is not a thing. Fucking, I know my limits on the basketball court. You know, I know my limits. You need to know your levels, right? It's all fundamental. Come on, guys. Let's go. Love you guys. Bye-bye. No more resentful people, please. Please, no more. Let's live in gratitude. Love you guys. Bye.